Live. We're live? We're live? Yeah, we are. We're live. Welcome here to Dirty Mo Live. We've got a full house here today. Natalie Decker, JJ Yeley behind me, and I can't see him, so it's kind of terrifying. Travis Rockhold and Dalton Greco. You guys comfortable up there? I don't think you...
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Couldn't be
You already crumpling my papers?
Yeah.
I worked so hard on
now
those,
I can really hit
those
you.
sheets there. Oh, man. Well, anyways, welcome to the studio, guys. We're very excited to have you here to talk some fan-controlled racing that's going on this weekend. JJ, you're the driver. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Get a hometown track for me. Not my first time racing with the guys at SS Greenlight, so that'll be fun. And I've had a lot of discussions with the guys at Fan Controlled. I've been on the Discord talking with the fans. They're obviously on the football side of things. Like, they're rock stars. They're so into everything that they do. So bringing the new aspect of the racing to them, I think they're really going to get into it.
Where in Arizona did you grow up?
I grew up on the edge of Phoenix and Glendale. So, I mean,
Nice.
that's
That's
been
super
home.
hometown.
My parents still live there, yeah. So it's weird going home because, I always stay with my parents. And if I didn't, I would get crucified. So I always eat a lot of Mexican food when I'm at home. And then, you're stuck at the family house just there watching like racing. You're like, man, there's so many more things I should be doing right now, but I don't get to.
Are you gonna have your mom Is there a meal that you're you have to make for me?
Oh, she's not gonna cook. Like she's no.
If you're coming home, that's part of the thing, isn't it?
You would think. You would totally think, but they'd never eat out. So when I come home, they're like, hey, let's go eat.
Special occasion.
Of course, exactly.
And what's your favorite thing to order when you go home?
Everything here is quesadillas. They have cheese, like real cheese crisps there. So a real cheese crisp, then go to town on some Mexican food. So there's 3 or 4 good restaurants. The weather's always beautiful this time of year, so you just go sit on patio, maybe have a margarita, chill.
Heck yeah.
Chilling.
That's right.
I can get behind that.
I went to school in Arizona, and I just graduated.
How'd that work out for you?
I miss it. Oh, it was
Which
awesome.
part?
Phoenix. I went to Arizona State.
So you also were a party guy then?
No, that's.
I had fun. Yeah.
I mean, it used to be the #1 party school. I don't think they're probably even the top 10 anymore. But
whoa, now you're insulting my school there, Jay.
Well, I'm from there. I would know. I know the difference. So.
Oh man. Well, Natalie, you're going to be on the Fan Controlled broadcast this weekend. Obviously, it's a big race. It's Championship 4 race. We are going to be guiding the fans through all the picks they can make. Are you ready to jump on?
I'm ready. When they reached out, I was like, this is everything I've ever wanted to see come to the sport. So when they asked me to help stream it and broadcast it, I was so honored. I was like, yes, I'm in. Let's do it.
Well,
I was a little sad I wasn't part of the driver pick, though. I can't lie.
Oh, you wanted to put your name in the hat.
Yes, I did. But they already had their drivers picked. And then when I saw your name on the list, I was like, oh, I know JJ's winning this. Yeah. And then my mom knew, too. My mom's a big fan. She knew. She's like, I'm voting for JJ.
Do you think your mom would have voted for me over you?
Yes. Yes.
It really didn't matter that if you were on the list, you still lost.
That's funny.
What was your campaign like? Did you put a campaign together to get the ride?
Not like a solid one. I mean, I've just, I don't know how I can be so busy when I really don't have a lot to do. If that makes sense, I mean, I go to the gym more. I'm like at the gym for 2 hours almost every day. You would think I would look better. I don't know if that comes from age, but I went through. I did some posts. I mean, I did a fair amount, not a lot.
It's like running for class president, kind of that kind of work.
Yeah, I mean, in the middle. Like, I sent some stuff out, and, again, I went on the Discord just to kind of see what it was about. And like I said, it was a lot of fun. It was cool. I was surprised that I beat Stefan by so much. I thought that would be really, really close, and I think it was further away than what it was. So maybe he didn't put up his best game. I don't know. But, I think he's in a truck at Phoenix, so maybe he wasn't too worried about it. But like I said, be able to do double duty, get to go back to Phoenix, run Xfinity and Cup. I mean, I'd like to go do a truck too. I mean, I'm a race car driver. If I can drive something, put me in it.
What's that like racing back-to-back days?
Phoenix, I don't think it'll be too tough. Martinsville was pretty brutal because it was so hot.
Yeah.
I got crashed around like lap 230, so I didn't make it to the last crash. I was in one of the middle crashes in the Xfinity race, but because I had to go to the infield care center, I was like, while I'm here, why don't you give me an IV, because I know tomorrow's going to be brutal bad, and it was. I think that's the toughest part is just trying to get rehydrated between the two events.
Yeah.
And obviously the cars, they don't drive anything like each other anymore, so you don't really learn a lot from running the Xfinity car versus the Cup car, other than just making laps.
Track time.
Yeah.
So you got caught up in one of like the 80 cautions that we had on Saturday. if not
Yeah,
more.
yeah. No, I was. I restarted on the outside, and I found an opening and got to the bottom. Said, "Man, this is great." And then they
Yeah.
all checked up. No one behind me checked up. And then like I was the engine of the locomotive, and we just like piled in, and it took me out, took out my teammate.
Damn.
It was like, it
That's
was
brutal.
I should have known better, but
Yeah.
like I said, like there's never a hole on the bottom on a restart, and I passed like 4 cars. I'm like, perfect. This is awesome.
This is easy.
Yeah. So
Bam.
no one else got the notice on that one. So
Yeah, I felt like the end of that Xfinity race was like an interval workout. Start, then go. And it's like you get your heart rate up and you bring it right back down. Had to be good for training at least. Maybe.
no, I mean I think it was. I mean it was definitely exciting for everybody. I mean I was walking out of the racetrack as it was all crashing. You hear the crowd going nuts, and
Yeah.
I mean I'm surprised by the finish. I'm sure that a lot of people were, and then
It's wild.
some of the things that ensued after the finish internally with some of the
There was
organizations was
drama.
exciting. So
Well, let's get into that. And we talked about this in length on the Daily Junior Download, Door Bumper Clear, Actions Detrimental this week, and we're live on YouTube. We want the fans to chime in and tell us what you thought of the Sheldon Creed, Austin Hill situation. Where do you guys stand? Whose side are you on? I mean, is it short track racing? Is there something more to it? Like,
There's got to be something more.
yeah,
There's got to be something more that we don't know.
yeah. Like,
I don't know. I mean I'm very for certain that Austin Hill set the precedent when he drove the 2 up the racetrack, because at that point it's like gloves are off.
Right.
Now from an organizational standpoint, how they couldn't have had a meeting. Now I know that our NASCAR rules were not allowed to change and do certain things, but
Right.
the 2 has to win the race to make the chase. The 21, if he runs second, he's in. Like, that's common sense. Someone should have known that on a restart. You're like, you know what? I'm getting line. We are golden. We're sending 2 cars to the top 4. Like, we're 50%
If we play
chance
our
we're going to
cards
win the
right.
championship. Like,
Yeah.
this is so smart. This is going to be so easy. Instead, 21's like, F you, man. I'm running you up the racetrack. I'm going to win this race. Like, okay, no, I'm going to win this race. Next thing you know, neither one of them won the race, and neither one of them made it to the chase.
how much of what was said afterwards, because I mean both of you guys have been in a race car, you get out of a race car, say after a frustrating race, and your temper is probably a lot hotter than, give it an hour, 2 hours, a day after you get out of the race car. Like, how long does it take for you guys to compose yourselves, calm down from like being angry in a race car?
Depends on how crazy it is.
Okay.
I mean, how about you? I mean, I'm mad about a few things that happened years ago. Still.
Oh, still. Okay, so maybe maybe there is no time limit on any of it.
I mean,
then.
you're like an elephant. Like, you don't forget. You can
Right.
always
baseball
remember
pitchers.
what's going to happen. I mean, I made it part of for the fan control. I mean, I know the 26 kind of wore me out at Texas. That was something I offered up in the fan control. Like, hey, if the opportunity arises and
Should
the
you race him
26 kind of
harder?
right there, should I stick him in the fence?
Woo!
Oh,
Just
man.
leave that up to the fans to make the decision. 'Cause
drama.
at that point, it's not on me.
Yeah.
So no.
Hey,
you
yeah,
never
sorry,
forget.
the fans voted. I had to do it. I had to do it.
That's exactly.
I
it.
had to do it.
They're the sponsor. They're paying the bills.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh man. Well, we're gonna get to Phoenix, and we're gonna talk more fan control in a little bit. But it was just Halloween, right? Yesterday.
Yep.
Trick or treaters. How many trick or treaters?
Do you not remember that it was just Halloween yesterday? You're
I
like
don't know.
asking a question like it was yesterday.
was
right?
yesterday, right?
I just
Anybody?
wanted to make. I just turned
Anybody?
around. I just want to make sure these guys were still paying attention.
We are.
I'm
good.
Don't worry about it.
I
Travis
don't.
has his beer.
I don't trust
I
you
got
behind
beer.
me, Dalton.
I got beer and snacks. I'm good.
yeah,
back
damn.
I
there.
think you should be happier that
Ready.
I'm behind you instead of Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hurt my neck. Yes, it was yesterday. How many trick or treaters did you guys get? I was a little disappointed. I bought a lot of candy, and I was like, we're gonna get.
What candy did you buy?
We got like the variety pack
Of.
man. It was like M&Ms. It was Starburst.
Okay.
It was like Skittles.
Just making sure you're not like
that
the
type of
raisin
fun
guy.
stuff. No, I'm not giving out raisins.
The
No.
raisin guys are the worst.
But I bought too much candy thinking we're going to get a lot of trick-or-treaters, and then just they didn't show up like I thought they would.
Did
I
you
bought-
decorate?
No.
Because if you don't decorate, like if you just like I'm gonna leave my light on,
Wait.
no one's gonna show up.
That's
what
true.
about a pumpkin on the front?
That is still very lame.
Front.
Mm.
Super lame.
I bought a lot of candy, 2 big bags, but we live in the middle of nowhere, so we were getting no trick-or-treaters. But I bought the candy for myself.
Yeah, okay. So that's at least the good part. Like, you can carry over whatever you don't.
Did you dress up?
I didn't. No. I'm giving away the candy. Like,
Yeah, you're supposed to dress up if you're just sitting.
So,
supposed to
so
dress
basically, Halloween is not your holiday.
Yeah.
Is
it's
what you're
not
saying.
really
No.
my holiday.
Christmas?
But I was expecting there to be more trick-or-treaters. Christmas, sure, I enjoyed Christmas. We were talking about a hot take I had before we went live. I think you can start playing Christmas music December 1st. Or at least get through Thanksgiving. But everyone seems to
I think
can
you
play it
mispronounced.
earlier.
It's November is how you pronounce it. November 1st. How you pronounce it.
November
Yes.
1st.
You can start.
Man.
So in Wisconsin, you can start Christmas music as soon as it snows.
Oh, so like August. At that point. Yeah.
Practically.
Okay.
Dalton, you just
I
bought a
think
house
that's
though.
fair.
Did you?
Yeah,
trick-or-treaters?
I mean, the development's still being built a little bit,
Oh.
so there's like a small group of us, and we basically knew all the kids. So we had like 10 groups of kids come up, and by the last one, I was like, I had a full bowl of candy, and this girl like takes one bag of nerds, and I'm like, go ahead and just grab a
Yeah.
handful. Like, it's just gonna be me eating this stuff later. You might as well. And she was like, really? I'm like, yeah. Merry Christmas, Happy Halloween,
Merry
whatever.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love Halloween. It's the best. So like my house last night, it was purple. Like I have spotlights.
you
that's
went big
purple.
with the
I have
decorations. You did more
spider
than
webs.
just the
I have
pumpkin.
smoke machines.
Oh, wow.
Had
Wow.
the full Halloween music playing. I dressed up as Michael
Dang.
Myers. So I come out of trees and wander around.
Oh,
And
that's
No
awesome.
way.
it was a
Scared
lot of fun.
everyone?
So you like
We
the,
need- we need
the
pictures of
parents
that.
just like sit
That's
there.
awesome.
You go all out.
And they're
for
like, that guy
overrated
looks like a
holiday.
mannequin. I don't think he's real. So then you just move a little bit. I had a big old knife. So it was a blast. Full size
knife?
candy bars. We don't half-ass anything.
Nice.
Like all in.
Yeah.
I mean, that
gonna
was like
say, after
120
that-
bucks in candy.
Now, do you have to tell the kids like take one, or do you let them? Because I noticed I was at a friend's and they had the full size, and kids were trying to go for more, and you had to tell them like take one of the
Yeah.
full size.
Well, my wife was at the front door handing them out. She said there was only like 1 or 2 people that were like, oh, kind of grab one, and they were in a group, and then like went back in for another one. So once it's later in the evening, like 5:30 till 8, and then like we're
And
done.
then it's
There's
Yeah.
no one
game
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's after 8, it's basically just gonna be troublemakers. I
Right.
think so.
Yeah.
We shut it down before that, but.
When we did live in a neighborhood and had trick-or-treaters, I made friends with some of the kids, so I took them on the golf cart. And I went trick-or-treating with them. Then afterwards, all of our neighbors were inviting all the parents over, and they were giving out Jello shots instead of candy.
Where's this neighborhood at?
Travis is gonna
is
write it
going-
down.
Davidson.
Travis
Davidson.
And go
gonna
this
go.
weekend.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. It won't even be Halloween.
They might have leftovers.
Exactly.
So I heard Jello shots. Yeah, we missed you, Travis.
You know the key to
It was-
Jello
that was
shots
last
is
week.
when you put them in the fridge, put them upside down. So when you take the lid off, then you don't have to worry about getting it out. It's on the lid part.
That's
Dang.
that's a professional
He
partner
knows
right
his
there.
Stuff right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Did
Well-
you put that in your social media? Is that out there for everyone to know?
No.
That's
You should make a
tweet it.
tutorial on
I mean,
TikTok.
I've seen it. That's where I saw it. Is on TikTok. They actually have Jello shot machines now too.
Oh, we had a comment on YouTube. JJ, they said JJ is ballin' if he gives out full size candy bars. So
Well, like the problem, like my road, I live off a main road, so it's like a little bit of a hike. So
if you make
again,
it
I have
there-
to make
Yeah.
it look like, man, we want to walk 100 yards to that house because it looks cool. Like
Yeah.
last year,
That's true.
we
That's a
did
great
the Stranger Things thing, so the house was red, levitated a dummy like in the middle of the front yard off of, like fishing string, like I'm all
That's
that.
like
You could like
the
sell
real
tickets to
all
your
in.
front yard.
Oh, it's
Like,
awesome.
That's awesome.
dang. Wow.
So I don't know about like,
I'm coming
next year,
over
I have to
next
start
year for
planning.
Halloween.
Yeah.
You should have a
Seriously?
Halloween
Come dressed
party.
up. How old are you? You have a beard. No, I'm coming. Yeah.
You never grow up. Like, the age thing, that's just that. And like when I wake up in the morning, I feel old, but like mentally, you know, my wife still has a little kid at home. So
Nice.
Gotcha.
Well, we asked our fans to send us their NASCAR Halloween costumes. You know, I feel like you see a lot of, although I didn't see any kids dressed up as NASCAR drivers on my route, but we only got like 10 people. So, but we asked our fans to send us their NASCAR Halloween costumes, and we've got a fair amount of them. Colby's in the control room. Colby, let's throw the first one up. This is sent in by Michael. We've got a Kevin Harvick costume, which is a pretty good one. I think it's a new Kevin Harvick costume too, which is, you know, we're
Like a retired, like he's just in a suit.
no. It's a Mobile One. We're gonna get it up here on the screen in a second. There it is.
Aww.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's good.
That's pretty good, isn't
Jimmy
it?
John's on there. Like,
And you got the legit trick or treat bag.
see, I was just went with the pillow sack as a kid.
You went with
get
the
the candy,
pillow sack.
yeah.
We had these like plastic pumpkin.
Yeah, I had the
You know,
plastic
Those don't
pumpkin.
hold enough.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, those don't hold enough. There's definitely.
Like if you get
That's
one
a short
full
deal. That's
size,
like
it
you're going in
starts
the
to-
street and back.
No, they were. I felt like it.
He's-
it-
Or you were getting like
got a
Tootsie
good
Rolls. You were getting
amount.
like little.
He's
Yeah.
a
tiny
Halloween
ones.
expert.
Yeah.
Question.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I probably did do it wrong.
Definitely.
I'm gonna go back.
Try again next year.
I'm gonna try it again next year. Yeah. The second one is cool. This one's sent in by Joe.
The mean
And
message
it's-
about Denny.
It's actually
Love
it's
it.
not a costume, but it's how they presented the candy and to the trick or treaters. We'll get it up here on the screen. And for those watching, it's probably up on the screen now. We're watching on a delay, so that's why we're not reacting to it quite yet. But there it is Rusty Wallace's car that is just sitting out, and they were handing candy out by Rusty Wallace's car. I don't know where this was. This was sent in by Joe, but that's kind of a unique setup there.
Was it like a trunk or treat?
Yeah, it's like a.
Yeah, I think it was.
Might be at his
Like a parade.
dealership.
Yeah,
Oh, that
where
would
do you
make
get that
sense.
Yeah.
car? Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Dude,
pretty
that's
neat.
like.
Is it- are they
legit
handing out
1989.
Huh?
Are they handing out Millers? Because I all day long.
Let's throw the third one up. This one's sent in by Dalen. And while we wait,
We've
can
got a
read some-
basically like a replica hood in the studio over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do. We do. Oh, pillowcase for the win.
You
There you
have
go,
to.
Travis.
You
Nicely
can
done.
just throw it over your shoulder and just keep walking. Like
Did you go to sleep with the same pillowcase?
Oh,
Or
here
did
we
you
go.
have only the one pillowcase?
I had a couple.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You had some backups. That's pretty cool. That's a Justin Allgaier, like legit fire suit.
Oh my gosh, it is.
That's pretty. My dad.
Did you buy it here at the shop?
I
Yeah,
don't
where'd
know.
he get it?
Can you buy one of those? It looks like a pit crew member or something like
I
that.
almost wore a fire suit today here.
You did? You almost wore a fire suit here?
Yeah.
Do you
Just-
even own
Wait,
a
we
fire
should have
suit?
all worn fire suits. That would have been really funny.
Dang.
Is
We
that
should've-
because you're out of clean clothes?
I do need to do laundry.
Yeah, I can smell it from here, Travis.
No, this is clean. This is all clean clothes, but I'm getting low.
We should have all told Travis we were dressing up, and then
And then
all
no
of
one
us
shows
shows
Yeah, that
up.
would've been
We would
great.
just all show up in our regular clothes. Let's throw up. Let's throw Glenn's picture up on the screen. We had a few fans send in some really neat Dale Earnhardt costumes, and there's actually been a fan roaming around the racetrack who has been dressing up as Dale Earnhardt. I saw him at the
I think that
Roval.
was
I
just
saw him at
Dale.
Martinsville.
He goes to a lot of places. I've seen him at Richmond before.
And
Yeah.
He's
he
legit.
looks just like Dale Earnhardt. It's super
Oh
cool.
my
look at this
goodness.
guy.
Look at this guy.
The
I don't
mustache.
think that's a real mustache. Do you think?
It's
These days, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. Kids are looking older and older. as
There's
they,
one that we
they
don't.
are looking
wild,
older and
man.
older.
See, I think they're looking younger.
What?
Yes.
Well, you know,
I met this one girl and she was like maybe 16 and she looked like she was 25.
Oh, I think it's the reverse. I don't know.
Have you been drinking all day?
yeah,
No.
No?
it's actually a problem. We're trying to get him to stop.
All right, sounds good.
No, I have not been drinking all day. They don't let me.
I'll crack open like a canned water at
There
9
was
in the
a
morning. And
video.
Travis like, we drinking? Is that a beer? It's like, no, it's Monday morning, Travis.
There's this video that
Talking about.
The parents made a Kyle Larson transformer.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Like cardboard, so like when he gets down on the ground, it looks just like a cardboard cut out of Kyle's car, and he stands up in it. Like, I'm like that is some work. Like that took
that's a
like a
dedicated
couple
parent.
weeks to build that costume. Like I could never be a parent and do that.
Colby, I'm gonna go out of order here. But we were talking about that viral Kyle Larson costume, like the Transformer. We had a pretty awesome. I'm gonna let's throw up the one from Jen. It was the Actions Detrimental costumes. We had a pair of fans dress up as Denny Hamlin and Jared Allen.
That
was pretty awesome.
creativity.
Yeah. I was hoping there would be a third and someone would dress up as producer Travis Rockhold. Just a few fake beers.
No, you didn't. He was there. He was invisible.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
that's like Travis on the videos
yeah.
too.
Yeah, all you hear is Travis's voice. There it is. I mean, that is pretty
Aw.
awesome. The licensed video vest, and the Denny Hamlin fire suit. I mean that's one of the coolest costumes I think of this Halloween season.
That's well done.
Yeah.
Wait, are they friends or siblings?
I think they're siblings.
I think they would be siblings, yeah.
That's pretty
I
cool.
wonder if it was their idea or if it was their parents, because that's pretty smart.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. And then on top of that, Denny Hamlin dressed up, and we'll put the Denny Hamlin picture up. Denny Hamlin dressed up as Jared Allen. And even did you guys see this on social media, Denny Hamlin's
No.
Halloween
I did
costume?
not.
Missed that one.
So he dressed up as his photographer, podcast host, Jared Allen, and even to the detail of putting the gap in the teeth.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like how did he do it? Like, did he Sharpie marker it
No,
or
he put, like a piece of tape
like a
or
piece of
something,
tape
yeah.
or something? Yeah, there it is. Denny Hamlin, the photographer.
Wait, I did see this. I didn't know that was
Vest
him.
550. Wait, you didn't know that was Denny?
Costume was so
I
good.
saw it this morning on
We
Twitter
thought it
as
was
I was
Jared.
scrolling.
Yeah.
I just scrolled by it real fast because I didn't know.
Yeah.
That is
was
him.
so funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't dress up for. I don't know last time I dressed up for Halloween.
I can't remember either, unfortunately. Yeah.
I don't want to
Next year.
Yeah, next year. Travis, I'll go as Travis Rockel. I'll go as you.
Yeah.
I'll just get a Masters, hoodie.
And carry a
Just
beer
hold
and
out.
the
just
Coors
carry a
Light.
bunch of beers around. And then no one's going to know who that is, but it's going to be all right. Anyways, thanks to everyone who sent in those Halloween pictures. It was pretty cool to see, especially some Dale Jr. Download, Dirty Mo Media fans. That was pretty neat. But let's get back to fan control racing, right? Phoenix this weekend. What are some of the variables fans can vote on?
I honestly haven't seen the final list. Like I know that they were given setup options. They could
That's
pick right
crazy.
rear
That is
spring,
crazy
left
when I
rear
saw
Are you
that.
like
spring,
voting
sway
to
bar.
try to make sure it's like
Yeah.
it was
JJ's
crazy.
got 50 accounts, and he's like, "Dear God, please, no,
Yeah.
don't do it this way."
Pretty much. Which we have an hour of practice, so I mean, I guess we can take some of it back out. But like it was, like it was from like a 900 to a 1,700 pound spring, 50-pound increments. Like it was very detailed into the setup side of things. So
I wouldn't even know what that means.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, are you going to give them information on what it does so that they know?
no,
You know what I
no,
mean?
it
They're like, are
wasn't.
they
It was
voting
just-
on something they don't even understand?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's like when you're going to do your lottery numbers. You're like, 5.
That looks good.
Yeah, my
That was
birthday's
good.
on the 12th. We'll do 1,200.
Yeah,
Why not?
that's pretty
Yeah.
much how my setup is going to start for
So
Phoenix
you're gonna get in the
Raceway.
car and be like,
gonna be just
"What
like-
Yes.
is this?"
Or, you never
Or
know.
it's
I might
gonna
get out
hit.
there like, this is the best car I've ever driven. You guys
How
are
crazy
hired.
that would be.
Yeah.
From now on, we're just going to wing it.
His car's gonna roll up looking like Connor Daly's car at the Daytona 500.
Yeah,
Just, like
just
bouncing
sideways
all
going.
over.
All yawed out, just going around the corner.
So, and that's impressive because, especially for a crew chief to open that up, the car is his baby, right?
For sure.
Well,
So between the setup side of things, I'm just hoping we're going to have some fans. Obviously, we're doing the live stream. I'm hoping most of them aren't sensitive, right? Because it's going to get in a situation I'm fine with them choosing the lane on restarts.
Mm-hmm.
But if they choose a bad one and I'm going to get on radio, maybe I should just give them the full treatment like you're going to give the spotter or the crew chief. You start screaming at them what
Oh,
were
I
you
love it.
thinking?
Yeah.
What were you thinking? Don't ever do it. You just
yeah,
go to
I mean,
town
that's
on
part
them.
of the experience,
Because
right?
I was going to ask you, I was going to be like, what if they vote, go to the high lane and your car sucks up there and you don't want to go up there? Are you going to go?
typically like a restart at Phoenix going to turn
wanna
1,
be
that means I'm going to be
low.
8 wide.
Right.
And I'm on
Right.
the wrong end of 8 wide.
Right.
That's you and then the fence.
Yeah.
So,
So would you then choose the bottom and then yell at them?
no, I'm going to start on the outside and just make the best of it. I mean,
I love
that's
it!
what it's all about. That's giving them the opportunity
That's
to
cool.
choose it. I'll just have to
Yes.
wing it and figure it out the best I can. So,
So, you probably would not want to start on the outside.
I mean,
if you
typically
had the
you can.
choice.
I mean, not normally, especially Phoenix, because there's no out of bounds at Phoenix.
Yeah.
It used to be you get one car in the apron. Now, before you ever get the dog leg,
Oh, it's
we're
everybody
20
down
wide,
there.
and then you're trying to merge back in. It becomes
Yeah.
probably the most hectic of all restarts that we have. So, yeah, it's gonna be good.
So everyone choose the bottom.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I want to choose the top. Just to
Just
see
see
how
one
you
time.
do it.
gonna
Just
be good.
one time, we
Yeah.
gotta vote
Can you-
JJ.
can you
Just
at
to hear the
top.
audio.
Can you and Natalie vote? Are you allowed to vote? You guys are.
I feel like we would be.
I
yeah,
hope
it's
we're
just-
allowed to vote.
We'll have access to the app.
Yeah.
I have an account made, so
Okay.
I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote. Are you gonna?
Have you worked on your imagery? Like that was my biggest struggle on the app, was just trying to like make my guy look cool. I was I was struggling.
I have not worked on that too much. Okay, I'm gonna have to.
You
do
have to work
that.
on that, yeah.
Yeah. So you put a lot of time in making.
I
Your
was
avatar
trying
look
to. I was
good?
like trying to make it look like you on your phone, while I had the beard.
You
and
like
the
held
thing.
it up to a mirror, be like trying to see how it looks.
Yeah, it was not coming out good.
Are you gonna drop hints throughout the race? Be like, man, if a caution came out, that low lane would look really good right around now.
Well, I think they were going to give him the option of 2 tires, 4 tires, which,
Oh,
you know, again, not a lot of strategy goes in the Xfinity side versus the Cup. But I mean, hell, maybe we'll just do fuel only and they'll put me out on the
Just
pole.
run until they blow.
Yeah,
man.
be on the
Whatever.
front row, just
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this is gonna be so much fun.
yeah.
But do you think there's really going to be that crazy of decisions being made? Or do you think they're going to be all like pretty good, like good calls?
Yeah, what do you think? I don't know. I'm not sure.
I mean, they
Listen.
just started fan control racing. They're all fan control sports, so I'm gonna say most of them are gonna be like novice of like, sure, why not?
Natalie, I think
I never even watched a race, but you know what? Go
Two
for
tires
it.
sound good to me.
so fans are going to be tuning into this live stream. JJ, I think a lot of your fate comes into Natalie and I analyzing.
Yes.
So I'm screwed.
your
Because we're going to be
calls.
telling
That's what
them
you're
what to
telling me.
do.
I
We're
just
going to be
wanted
like,
to say it's
The
not
longest
looking
day
good.
ever at
It's
Phoenix
not looking
Raceway.
good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
it's like he's our Barbie doll in the race and we are just playing with him.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like so.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know shit. So it's gonna come down to like Natalie. I'm gonna ask Natalie like, what do you think is good here? So honestly, you two need to talk.
You just text me what you want.
Because Natalie,
In
how
the
many races
car.
did you run this year, Natalie?
I ran 3.
3.
Wait, 4.
What about last year?
6. About
Guess
6.
how many Andrews run?
Okay.
That's 9.
Yeah, so
I've been to 3 cup races as a fan this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Perfect.
So I know what I'm
You
talking
definitely-
about.
you
And I've
definitely
only
need to be on
ran
the
at
app.
Phoenix once.
JJ, you
I've
better
only-
hope I'm not drinking on the app Saturday.
I would be disappointed if you weren't.
Yeah, exactly.
Travis gonna make some reckless decisions, 6 beers deep
Yeah.
on the fan control app.
6?
6? What
the
more?
first
I mean, the race
stage?
starts
We'll
We'll
early.
make that one of the polls.
Is that gonna be a warm up?
For stage 1, maybe.
Yeah.
How many beers?
How many should
Travis
beer- how many
be
beers?
in?
Wait, what time's the race start?
Hell,
it's
12:30?
7, right?
7.
Yeah, I think it's later.
Oh, I was
PM.
way off.
No,
Maybe
no.
I'm wrong.
I
Is
think
that
you're
late?
definitely wrong.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah, I
think
thought
No,
it
that
was
was last
12:30
week.
our
That was
3
last week.
Eastern. 3
3
Eastern.
Eastern.
3 Eastern.
Oh, 3.
College
So-
football starts at
Green
noon,
flag
guys.
is probably close to like 3:15 Eastern.
Yeah, we're going to be
Yeah.
at 6 by the time the race starts.
So I was right. Maybe.
Could you do like 6 in a stage?
How many laps?
I don't know.
We'll
Do you
try.
shotgun? Do you shotgun your beers? Or do you just
We've already
drink
gotten to
them?
this argument, and
At home, no.
he let us down.
I'm not like a chugger. Like, I just drink.
Righteous Minds Comedy commented, give Denny fan control, maybe he'll win a title. Ooh, too soon. Travis, is that too soon?
Yes.
That's too soon.
That's mean.
Oh,
Funny, but mean.
I'm sorry.
Can we vote which championship Ford driver JJ blocks during the race?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
block,
be
I'm
like,
pretty sure
don't-
that one's not on there.
don't block a
Yeah.
JRM driver, please.
Yeah, just wreck the one, take him out.
The one?
No, I'm just saying.
No,
Like, that's
don't
one
do
of the.
one. The 20.
Okay.
Dalton, what are you talking about back
I'm
here?
saying that could be an option.
Oh,
I mean,
like-
I think the option of the 20 wrecking himself would probably be up there in the same category as well.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That is funny.
What's it like when you're in a championship race, though, knowing that, like, you've got these drivers out there that are racing and you're out there, like, with a fan-controlled element?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's going to change a bunch because, I mean, obviously these are the 4 fastest cars, the 4 most probable guys to win the championship. Typically, we go to Phoenix for championship race weekend. Those guys are going to be top 5. So I don't think you race them differently, but, I think they're racing themselves. So I don't think it's really the same element. And if they're back there racing for 10th, I mean, they're screwed anyway. So why do you have to worry about them?
Yeah, that's a great point. Looking ahead to Phoenix, we were talking Championship 4. Should we get into our predictions? Championship 4 picks?
Before that,
you guys think?
Hey, Tim's, can you?
Oh, God. Yeah. Travis needs another beer. We've determined here at Dirty Mo Media that Travis starts coming up with good ideas, at least 2 beers in.
2 beers in.
So yeah, it's kind of a he needs one more.
Hey, listen, when we've done
Do
dirty
you actually consider Coors Light a beer, though?
It's just hydration.
Okay, that's
doesn't count.
Similar to the IV you got
So I'm
after the
guessing
race
that's
last
like your
Saturday.
choice of beer.
It depends. I bounce around my beers.
What's your like top 3 favorite? I'm from Wisconsin, so like we're big beer
Oh,
drinkers
so you're gonna
and
tell me
cheese.
Spotted Cow is the greatest beer you've ever heard of?
I mean,
right?
it's up there.
Let's see. Pacifico, Busch Light, Coors Light.
Out of nowhere, Pacific.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I've never even had that first one that you said.
Yeah.
it's a good beer. It's a good lake beer.
I haven't had Pacifico either. Can you get it? Where can you get it?
At the store.
At the store.
Anywhere.
Store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look for it. Where are we going? I realized the sheet here says Martinsville. I was about to say, hey, we're going to Martinsville. No, we just came back from Martinsville.
We're going to Phoenix.
We're going to Phoenix. Should we start with the Cup side? I mean,
Let's
who
start with Xfinity.
Xfinity.
What do you think about the?
Yeah, we were just on Xfinity series. It is Justin Allgaier, Sam Mayer, John Hunter Nemechek, Colt Custer are the 4. Do you guys have any one particular driver that stands out to you among the rest?
I think it comes down to 2. I think it comes down between Allgaier and the 20. Only because Gibbs cars are typically rocket ship fast at
Yeah.
Phoenix. I don't see that being any different now. So, being smart, being there at the end, I think Justin's got that over the 3. But it's still going to come down to who wants it the most. I mean, we watched 3 years ago when it looked like Hemrick didn't have a chance and
Right.
pushed through like last second. So, I put Custer in that category of he'll be fast, but is he going to go out there and go over the edge to win a championship?
And
So I really didn't answer the question.
No.
I don't think.
No, you
No,
did.
but you
But
narrowed
you
it down.
did.
Though you're
That
also
actually-
driving. You're like.
You gave us some good information.
That makes me
So
wonder.
I'll go with Allgaier. I think Allgaier will do
Yes.
it just because. I mean, obviously he showed Martinsville that he'll do what he has to
Yeah.
get to it. But
Yeah. Natalie,
I'm
it
with
seems
him.
like you're with
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Allgaier would be the fan favorite, I feel like. The guy who's been looking for a championship and hasn't gotten one there yet. I do have a question.
So does that make him the Denny Hamlin of the Xfinity series?
Right now, I think it does.
Okay, because you
Right?
touched on that earlier. I was just
Right.
Yeah.
checking.
I would agree. Yeah, I think you're right.
This I do have a question here. You're running double duty this weekend at Phoenix, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
With the cars handling differently in terms of Xfinity Series, Cup Series, what should we be expecting for in terms of the type of race we're going to see in the championship race? Because I feel like the last couple of Cup
You
races
didn't even
at
let them make their
Phoenix-
predictions. You've
No,
already
no, no.
changed
I
categories.
have a follow-up.
Okay.
He does this a lot. We're used to
Okay,
it.
he just
You brought something up.
up and down.
Yeah.
You
left,
brought
right?
something up. I had a follow-up question that
Okay.
that made me interested. But like,
appreciate that.
That's why they brought snacks.
Yeah.
yeah, buckle in, Travis. This is a long question I'm about to ask.
Yeah, land the plane, would you?
Do you see the field being a little bit more fluid in the Xfinity Series versus the Cup Series, like in terms of the 2 different styles, packages of the race cars?
Fluid?
Like,
I was lost too. I was
What?
like, what is he saying?
Travis, you're going to have to open another bag of chips.
I'm confused, but I thought it was just the beer.
I feel like the championship race in the Xfinity Series seems to be closer in terms of different guys have shining moments throughout the race. It seems to be a closer battle versus last year. It was a kind of Joey Logano. He had the best car. He ran away with it type of deal in the Cup Series. So, like, my question is the field more even in the Xfinity Series versus a Cup Series in terms of the short track package in both cars? I guess would be my question.
No, I don't think so. I
No?
think the Cup is going to be closer as far
Okay.
as cars and guys who are going to be fast and different points of the race will have speed. Now, I haven't run the new gen car at Phoenix.
Okay.
Completely different, especially with, the spoilers like that big. And those cars have already evolved. Like a setup from the spring is going to suck now. So it's whoever has the momentum and how that works. There's so many more variables, I think, that come into the Cup side versus the Xfinity guys. Like the guys that are fast in Xfinity have been fast all year long. Like it's not like someone just popped in out of the blue. maybe Sam Mayer would put himself in that category, and I think a lot of that comes from confidence. But the rest of them, those are guys that have been fast all year long, so I don't think that changes that much.
To answer your question, the Coors Light's fluid though.
There you go. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Who are you guys' picks?
In
You're not gonna
Xfinity?
hear from me the rest of the show.
Let's let Dalton go.
I know I was messing around about wrecking him earlier, but I really think Sam Mayer's got some speed. I think he's an underdog, and I always like to cheer for the underdog a little bit. So yeah, I've liked Sam. I knew him when he was racing in ARCA, and he was fast then, and I just think he's got something up his sleeve for these guys.
See, that was gonna be my pick because JJ was talking about, are you willing to do what it takes to win? And I think Sam's willing to do whatever it takes to get the win. And so that was gonna be my pick. But I'm gonna pick Justin just because to go opposite of Dalton. Because he's
lone wolf over here.
When he picks a driver on this show,
Oh God.
they don't win.
Yeah, sorry Sam, you're gonna like DNF probably.
Not gonna be good.
No.
Legitimately.
I picked Larson at Homestead. We saw how that happened.
Hit
I
the
picked
wall,
Truex
yeah.
last week. We saw he got a speeding penalty. Like it just has not been good.
So let's go to the Cup side. Dalton, who do you feel good about that is eventually not going to have a good day?
All right, so I've got a few guys left that I can pick from. I think I had him winning in my bracket that I made. I'm gonna take William Byron.
You're gonna take William Byron.
he's
Poor
gonna-
William Byron. We are so sorry.
I'm really
William.
hoping that the curse doesn't continue.
Hey, Byron's young. This year, unfortunately, it just wasn't his year.
Yeah.
It just wasn't his year.
Already counting
Dalton
him out.
picked him. I'm counting him out. Great. He was my pick to win the championship at the beginning of the playoffs, and now I don't feel so good about it. Who do you guys have for Phoenix Cup side?
I think it'd be cool to see Blaney win.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think, outside of just, like his dad was awesome, he himself is cool. You look at, I look at drivers who have changed throughout their careers, and not because of winning, but just as a person. And there are some guys that are the same now as when they came in the sport, and then you have guys that are completely different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you see that with Blaney. So, he got the win last week. They've been fast. Penske cars typically are always fast at PIR or Phoenix Raceway. So I think it would be cool to see him go do it.
JJ,
Ryan
if Blaney
Blaney.
wins, is he out of the four would be the craziest party of the four and the drunkest of the four guys?
I would say,
gotta-
I would say
It's
so.
gotta be.
Yeah.
There's no question.
I mean, he'll burn whatever town he's in that he's partying in.
Which still
Right,
works
yeah.
because Byron will be there. So, I mean, you're getting like 2 for 1
Yeah.
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 in the party. So, after you've already ruined his
I
championship
know.
hopes, he'll still be able to have fun and get drunk.
I hate to do it because he was on Denny's show earlier this year, and I got to talk to him for a little while, and he's a really nice guy. So I honestly should have picked someone else. I'm feeling remorseful now thinking about it.
Who do you got, Natalie?
I want to see Kyle Larson.
Okay.
Feeling
yeah.
good about it.
I'm
he's
feeling good about it, and I've been a big fan of him. So
We were talking about this on Door Bumper Clear. It is Kyle Larson versus the field in terms of someone who has experience winning a championship and then 3 other guys going for their first. And if you look at the Phoenix stats, Larson has the best out of the 3 or out of the 4, but not by a lot. He's got 18 starts there, 7 top
see,
5s,
that's the
11
thing.
top 10s, average finish
18
of
starts.
11.7.
Go to the next gen numbers though. Do you have those?
I don't.
Because I think it comes down to what you've done in that next gen car.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at the 4 drivers, average finish. Blaney has an average finish 11.9, Bell 14.4, Larson 11.7, Byron 11.9. I mean, they are super even in terms of overall stats at Phoenix. It's going to be interesting.
Byron won there in the spring.
Byron did win there in the spring. I think I'm going to have to stick with William Byron as my pick.
Maybe you can counter his.
Yeah, maybe I can. I picked
Together-
him at the
together
beginning of the
you can finish,
playoffs. I
like,
got to
10th.
stick with it.
Do you think this is the first year in the championship side that the winner isn't the same?
Oh,
I would love that.
I honestly
Because
don't.
typically, a
I
guy wins
don't
championship
like
has to win the race.
Champion
Do you
wins
think
the
a guy
race.
who wins a championship runs 5th?
No,
I
don't
kind of
think so.
like it when that happens.
I would.
That's
I would,
fun.
would.
Like when they don't win the race.
Yeah, like when someone not
the
in the
2
top
burnouts?
4. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's just a double celebration then.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I think it would be interesting to see it happen, I don't think it's. I think the champion will win the race.
You want to bet some money on that? Is that
I'll
what you're
put some
talking?
money
You're
on
like
it.
really confident in that?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I could be pretty confident in that. I was gonna say very confident, but I'm gonna butt myself in the butt. Hold on. I know how. This is how we put odds on it. Dalton, do you think that the champion will be the race winner?
Yes.
JJ, I'll bet you a 6-pack.
Dalton
Of
says
watered
yes.
down beer or real beer? Do I get to pick the beer?
What beer?
Wait, what kind of beer do you like?
I'll get in on that.
Well, I mean, I'll find you something good.
We could do a real beer bet.
Okay.
So you think a non-playoff driver is going to win?
I think a non-playoff person is going to win the race.
Can you call who you think, maybe? If you had
No, I
just
think
a
that would
pick
be
out of a
tough.
hat.
No,
Okay.
you get the field. You get the
Okay,
field.
he
Well, I
gets
mean, at that point,
championship
I've got
holders.
Right.
32. I feel good with my odds.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And you say
Because
yes,
I think that is because I think if you see Bell up there and if any of the other JGR cars, I think they're going to do what they have to do to help. I think, the Penske boys, that like the Fords are always together no matter what. Like they're going to
And
push.
If the 12 is as fast this weekend as it was last weekend, I don't know if anybody's standing in the way of that. Like he was just a rocket ship. Did it look as fast in the car, like watching him go by,
He was
as it
quick.
did on TV?
I don't know that I spent that much time around him, but
Right.
like watching him after I was out of the race, like, there wasn't a lot of fall off in Martinsville, but like his car cut and had drive. And I mean, to have that combination, it's typically pretty hard to come up with. And
How soon into a race do you guys know when you're like, I've got a good car for the day?
well, I knew like at the second lap I was screwed. Does that matter? Like it's tough with the new car because
But in like even
you don't have that adjustability. So I think if you fire off good and it's a situation where the racetrack's not going to go from day to night or the conditions are going to change drastically,
Yeah.
you're going to be pretty good.
Interesting.
Would
What
you,
time's that Cup race starting in Phoenix? Because I know sometimes that ends typically around sundown, depending on how many cautions we get.
They time
Sunset.
it just perfectly, so when you're going down the back straightaway, you're looking into the sun for
Oh,
like 30
great.
laps. You
Oh,
can see
nice.
absolutely nothing.
That's
it's awesome. It is awesome.
That's
And they do
great.
it all the same time, like California, Homestead. Like, pick a time when we're actually able to see where we're going for like the entire race, not just like part of it, but
Yeah. At least it's not like
It says
in a
3
race or
p.m.
anything.
It says 3 p.m. on the app.
3 p.m.
So,
So
probably
how
like
much-
3
how-
p.m. my time.
So like 3:20.
How much will the track change this weekend at Phoenix? You start at 3 p.m. The sun kind of dips down below the grandstands towards the end of that race. Like, how much do you see the car change from start to finish?
I think there's still enough change in Phoenix that the track won't be the same at
Be
the
able to
end. Yeah,
adjust.
because you'll be full shade in
Right.
3 and 4 by the last probably 50 laps.
Yeah. Does a Championship 4 driver get blinded by the sun to the point of ruining their chances this weekend?
Well, I mean,
If
That's a
if
fan
it's anyone,
control
it'd be William
app
Byron, 'cause I
question
picked
right
him.
there.
Yeah,
It's why would it be Byron?
because I picked him.
Oh, because
Yeah.
that's how Byron gets
Yeah.
out of the championship, blinded by the sun. Thanks a lot, Dalton.
So how you guys are gonna be calling this race?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to get up during commercial breaks or like,
I hope so.
or is this like red zone where you're
I don't
locked
know.
in?
What if you have to go to the
That's what
bathroom?
I'm asking.
That's
Yeah.
a long time.
Well, I'm gonna be doing mine from the JRM bathroom here, so
from the bathroom.
it's perfect. Yeah,
Like,
it's
are
a
you,
one-stop
like commercial
shop.
breaks and you get up and get a drink or a quick
Snack?
snack or like you.
Well, we
I
can
think
eat and
so.
drink during the stream.
Sure.
Are
Yeah.
you gonna be on camera the entire time, or they're gonna be like take you off and it's
Well,
just your voice like a regular
Travis,
race?
this is a great question.
I feel
I'll
like
have
if
more
you-
info tomorrow.
True. I feel like if you have to go to the bathroom, since it's a live stream, you can be like,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna make you
Just
hold it.
make sure you don't take your mic with you.
Yeah.
True.
Tiff's over here. Can we use the bathroom? She gives us a
It's-
thumbs
that's-
up.
yeah.
That was like
Let's
a thumbs
go.
up. Like it's not my call.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
Like,
be
sure,
here.
I don't
Like
care.
do what you want.
Yeah.
What about JJ in the car? What if you have to use the bathroom?
Have you?
it's typically not a problem. I've been able
Yeah?
to hold it.
Have you
Have you
ever?
ever
think
gone
that's
to the
the worst
bathroom?
thing ever. I
It is
have
the worst.
before.
That
Yeah.
sounds
You
like
have?
it's not fun.
I
It's
appreciate
not.
the honesty.
It's so hard to do it. Like you're just
'Cause that's all you think
It hurts.
about.
Like it'll
Yeah.
like physically hurt, and you're like, I'll be okay, and then it comes back, and you're like, oh my god.
And it gets worse.
yeah,
And then you
and
don't
it
want
has
to
to
drink
like
water.
I can't like, and again like 20 years, I'm maybe 3-4 times, but like it has to be under caution. You have to like close your eyes. You're like really
Make water
really
sounds.
focused. Yeah, you like, hey, can someone go to the
Aspire.
bathroom, turn the sink on? I need just a little bit of help.
Yeah.
Well,
That's awesome.
And a funny story. So everyone remembers when Matt Kenseth, the guy, jumps over the fence
Yep.
at Watkins Glen. I used to have a 1-inch hose that came off of the A duct
Mm-hmm.
that I used to put between my legs and would cool me off. So I was actually next to, while that was all happening under the red, I was next to a porta-john. I got on the spotter. Can I get out? NASCAR won't let you out of the car. Jeez. So grab that hose, and I'm peeing in the hose. So then next year I'm like getting the hose and raising up so all the pee goes out of the car, and then whip it off there and threw it to the side. And I was like, okay, make sure we don't use that hose ever again because I don't want that blowing back on me.
And then as the car's driving away, it's leaving a trail like, oh
Yeah, there's
God,
like a
he's
pile
got an
of
oil leak.
Yeah.
It's not
No.
oil.
There used to be some fluid
not
coming out
oil.
of JJ's car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Yeah,
That's a
good
good story. That had to be brutal.
What'd you do
Seeing
with
that
that fire
porta-john right there.
It was right next to me. And I had the same
That's-
thing. Like, I had to
that's
run an ARCA
terrible.
race at Daytona, and same deal, red flag. Well, they stopped us on the racetrack. I have to go to the bathroom. Can't get out. So they came up and they gave everyone water bottles.
Wait, was that the ARCA race not like just a couple years ago? Were you in
No,
that
it's
one?
been a long time.
Oh, I was gonna say because that happened to us where we were like red flagged for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, but like the ARCA race is not, I mean, they're still kind of the same, but back then they were still
Yeah.
a lot of reds.
And then they handed us water, and I'm like, no, I have to go to the
bathroom.
bathroom. Don't give me that water.
And did they let you out of the car?
No, I just prayed to God the whole time. I was like, please
Just-
help me make it through this red flag.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
I would just get out.
That requires some mental toughness I don't think the race fans quite realize.
I mean,
It's,
typically
you
you're
know,
sweating so much. I mean, it's not like it's
Yeah,
a big thing.
no,
Like
that's
now,
true.
like Carl Edwards, you used to hear stories about Carl. Like he'd jump in the car and just like almost immediately. Like it
and
was a
pee
weekly kind
right
of thing.
away.
Yeah, like it was a weekly thing for him.
Wow.
Do you like have
there's
like
no way.
your guys know exactly what you're gonna eat and drink like before a race so that
That's a
like
good question.
it's kind of almost scientific that you know okay I'll be good to go with this race because I eat
Yeah.
and drink the same thing every morning before a race.
No.
No.
No. Just
I eat
thinking.
whatever the team brings.
Yeah, it's whatever you can find.
Gotcha.
And it changes.
What's the worst thing you could eat before a race? Something spicy.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Something
Yeah, pull
spicy.
something from the
I've
oven,
had,
like
like-
Michael Scott.
I had like an Oreo dessert once before a race, and that made me like really, really sick. I felt like I was gonna throw up. the whole
Oreo
time.
dessert.
Yeah,
Dang.
I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely bad.
Yeah.
You definitely should have done.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know. So yeah, you just kind of find it as you go then.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I've never done that.
Well, can we vote on what you eat before Phoenix?
Can we vote if JJ uses the restroom in the
Yeah,
car?
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
I
lap
say no on
does-
the second
JJ
one.
Yeah.
has to pee in the car. The
Yeah.
fans voted on it. Yeah.
And then what makes that worse, I think all of my uniforms now are all white. So I don't know if you can hide. Like, if you had a black one, you're okay.
Oh,
But if
yeah.
I think a
Dump,
white one.
dump the water on you.
Yeah, I think I'll just pass. On
Yeah,
that.
you got to get some like
Like,
yellow
Xfinity-
Gatorade to dump on you
Yeah.
as soon as you get out of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
Not-
like, dang, he
Look,
just stained his
Xfinity
suit with
races
the
are
damn
short
yellow
enough. It's not typically a
Gatorade.
problem.
Right.
Cup races, I mean, other than like the Martinsville Xfinity race last week, that was like a full day's
Like Coca-Cola
worth of.
600. Good lord.
Yeah.
We have a fan in the YouTube chat asking if they can take a pee break while we're on live. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll allow it. Are you guys good with
Fans
that?
vote yes. Yeah.
Yes, the
The
fans
fans
vote
vote
yes. Yes. Well, guys, thanks so much for coming in. We're looking forward to watching you on track this weekend. Hopefully,
What's the
Natalie
website?
and I can give the fans some good advice on how your day goes. I mean, it's kind of in our control. Fan
It is in
control.
your control, so I will definitely need all the help that I can get.
Yes.
And I did see, I think they had Safe Light come on as a sponsor on the recorder,
Nice.
so I think it was cool that they got when their partners come and be a part of the deal. And, I mean, if it works out, maybe they'll be able to do some more races next year. We can get more elaborate on the things that the fans can ask the drivers to do. I don't know if I'll be the driver, but
Yeah.
whoever the driver is. So it'll be just throw all the options out there and see what happens.
That's gonna be
Natalie's
awesome.
mom has to say you'll be the driver every time.
Yeah, if my mom's voting, you're gonna
Yeah.
be in the car.
Perfect.
And you guys can download that fan-controlled app and be able to make all the calls, and we'll see how the day goes. Natalie and I will be on the broadcast, and we'll be coaching. you
Travis
through
and
all
I will
the
be
different
drinking at home.
variables, and Travis will be 6 beers in,
Have a beer for me.
causing chaos.
Just one.
Just
why
one?
can't you have one?
Yeah, you probably could.
I mean, I probably
Just
could,
put
but
it
then
in a
I'll have to
Yeti
pee a
or
lot.
yeah, that's true. That's true. We'll find a lot of commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Hey, there's at least 2 cautions, stage 1 and 2. We're going to be gone for those on the broadcast. Just make sure you're ready for that. Anyways, yeah, thanks so much for joining. Make sure you all download the app, tune into the races this weekend, especially that Xfinity Series race, and we'll see you later.